Alright, today I'm going to take a look at another one of these outdoor cooking sets, or cooking set out of doors. This one was sent to me by a company that sells these on Amazon. I'll put a link down below. And this is like it's pretty much a generic box. I've done two of these before. One actually looked very similar to this, and another one was a little bit bigger, a little bit different shape, different size, but basically on the same principles. It's a very lightweight cooking set. I think it's anodized aluminum, so it's light, but not necessarily the best thing for, or highest quality thing for cooking. But at the same time, it's nice if you're backpacking or hiking and you want to have something lightweight. The reason I like to do these kind of reviews is you know when you're buying something from like Coleman or one of the big companies, you know you're getting high quality stuff. This stuff is a lot cheaper, and it's cheaper in more ways than one. The price is a lot lower, which can come in handy for somebody like me who doesn't have tons of money to spend. But at the same time, the quality can be a lot cheaper. So it seems worth taking a look at stuff like this and seeing if it's worth the money, or if you should just put that money towards something higher quality, because this is going to be basically throwing your money away. So far, the ones I've looked at have been, I thought they were pretty good for the money. They're certainly worth it. This one, since I've already done two, it seems like, why am I doing another one? But this one I believe is going to be a little bit different. The box shows a 4-piece set with a stove. And of course it's not going to come with the gas, but I don't think that's actually accurate as to what's in here. I'm going to look at this for the first time with you so we can take a look. And I may be surprised, maybe I'm wrong about this, but let's see what we have. First of all, it's in this little drawstring bag, which is nice. You can use that to keep it all together because it doesn't latch on together or anything. And also you can use it to dry it. You can hang it from something or hang stuff in here to dry. It's just a nice little cheap bag to put the things in. And you can see this looks very similar to the first one that I did, style-wise, but it's actually bigger. That one was really a one-person kind of a stove cooking set. This could be for 2 to 3 people. If you're really looking to go lightweight, I would go with the smaller one. But this gives you a little bit more flexibility. And actually inside, I think there's going to be, yeah, this is definitely not representative what it says on the box, because you're getting the basically your pan. The little handles fold out, and I'll put the dimensions down when I get them. I don't have anything to measure with right now. And you get a pot. As I said, these are a little bit larger than the ones found in that first that I did, and this has 1,000 milliliters as a top measurement to give you an idea of how large this is. It's a pretty good size. Like I said, maybe this would be good for 2 people. What I'm planning on doing is, if I can get heat to this, I want to do a little bit of a water heating test. I'm not going to actually cook anything in here, but I'm going to heat water, see if I can boil it. It may be a challenge, and we'll see why in a second, because in addition to the pot and the pan, you're going to get some more stuff. You're going to get these 3 little bowls. These are kind of standard for these sorts of sets. Plastic bowls. And there are a few other things in here. These are also mostly pretty standard things. I forgot how many pieces this set supposedly is. It only shows a few things in the box, but it's like a 13-piece set or something like that. You're getting one of these little wooden spatulas. That can come in handy. You're getting a little ladle, or soup ladle, I guess. Clips out. I don't know if I would necessarily use some of this stuff, but it adds to the pieces. You get a little sponge here, a little loofah to clean. And you get a carabiner. And actually this looks kind of cool too. We have another little pouch here, which I guess counts as another piece. And inside we have, oh, it's cool, it has all 3 of them. It has a 3-piece utensil set. You have a fork, a knife, and a spoon. Let's take a look at all these. And these will fold out, and then you slide this down here to lock it in place. We have a spoon, fork. I think these are kind of cool. Little space savers. Although this one, this is jammed. This may not work. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Yeah, this isn't working quite right, but yeah, you can get down there. What do you want for the price you're paying, right? And so you have a 3-piece utensil set. So I guess for counting, we're up to 14 pieces so far, if you're including everything, including the drawstring bag and the little bag that the utensils come in. And we have 14 pieces, and there's still something left here, which is kind of the key to this, and the reason why I did want to do a review of this. The other ones that I did Both came with a little stove, a little propane stove. That's kind of neat, and just a little folding stove. And you would use a little can of gas with that, which obviously you have to buy that separately. And I like these. I thought that was pretty cool. They both work pretty good for something that's really cheap. I don't know how dependable they'd be, but it did work. But it does bring up the question, if you're traveling really lightly, this is going to add some extra weight. It's not heavy, but it is going to add some extra weight. And of course, you're going to have to carry these too. This is the smaller one, and not very heavy, but all in all, it is more weight. And the other thing too is if you're going to be out for a long time, or if it's a survival situation, what happens when you run out of this and you can't replace it? Then you have a stove with no fuel. This one should be more versatile. First off, you can certainly use this with those other stoves. So if you have one with you, then you're always going to have that as an option. But if you don't, this one is actually meant to be a wood burning stove. So it comes with this little stove set here, which I'm going to actually have to figure out how to use because there's no instructions. Alright, I think I got this figured out, and I apologize if I'm wrong about this, but we have the large piece here, put down like this, and you take this one here, and you slide this one into it, and that will fall down like that, and then that can rest in here, and then they have these two little, like little saw blades here. These are little, they cross each other and go on there so you can put your pot on there. So, like I said, it seems pretty standard. I don't really think you need to go through all these things. I mean, it's pretty obvious what all these other pieces are. The important thing is, I think this is a really versatile thing, because as I said, you certainly can use this with one of those stoves, but if you don't have the fuel, if you don't have the stove, and as long as you can find some wood and some flammable stuff, you always have a source for cooking heat. So I think the last thing to do is to see if I can get a fire started in this, and see if we can heat up some water. Alright, I think this could work. I had to switch from a stump to a rock, but I think it's going to be sturdy enough. And now I just need to get a little fire started. I'm going to use this box from a Canadian IMP that I just reviewed for some kindling, and I get the matches from the IMP too. And I'll see if I can get this started. I'll be right back. Alright, well, one match, I got it smoking. Let's see if I can get it. Actually, nope. There it goes. Actually, that's actually working quite good. Much better than I expected, even. Alright, that was incredibly effective. And yeah, I gotta move the camera back a little bit. Alright, so we get the fire going, and we can feed right through that little hole there. Can feed it some more wood. But since it is going, I'm gonna go ahead and, I wasn't even ready for this, it lit up a lot faster than I expected. I'm gonna put in 500 mils of water. And let's see, oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put the little crossbars back on. I think I can do that without burning myself. Alright, let's see how long this takes to heat up. Start it now. Alright, after 2 minutes, there's definitely some bubbles forming in here, and let's see, it's, ooh, that's actually hot. It's really hot. If you need hot water, you can get that in about 2 minutes. And I think we're going to be able to get this to boil. I did have to add a little bit more wood because I was burning pretty quick, but this thing seems to be designed pretty well. It's got nice ventilation. The wood burns really quick, or that may not be a good thing, but the wood definitely burns. That's a very good thing. And this is actually getting pretty close to boiling. I'll come back again in another minute or so. Alright, at 4 minutes, it's very close. Now it's the water is actually making sound, like it's getting ready to boil. And I will say that I'm not an expert fire builder, but this was actually very easy to get lit. In fact, I got to be careful I don't burn this handle here. Turn that a little bit. Oh, you know what? I just missed it. It is now actively boiling, and it's under 5 minutes. I don't think that's too bad for a wood burning fire. It's quite impressive. And it's a good boil. So it's up to everyone what they think of this. To me, I think it's a great option. Like I said, if you are in a situation where you can't use one of these stoves because you don't have any fuel, this gives you a great alternative. And it's actually very easy to use. I didn't have the instructions and I was able to figure it out. I think I did this the right way, and I was able to get a fire going, and it's hot enough to boil water, which means it's hot enough to cook food. So I guess you can judge for yourself as far as the anodized aluminum, if you want to use that, if you don't think that's safe for cooking in, weight versus quality. But for the money, I think you're getting a pretty good deal with this. So thank you for watching. I will say, not too surprisingly, this is going to kind of char your stuff, but it's pretty easy to clean off. It's just a matter of cleaning it, basically.